Where's Raila Odinga? But they're welcome to part 2. Where is Raila Odinga? Now, he has not been seen at his current home. Yeah, he's not being seen in his usual Okoa Kenya offices around Upper Hill. So where is he? NASA insiders are telling us that he's in the process of naming his cabinet. Yeah, he wants to form a government. Now, right now, that might be a bit tricky. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Okay, there is a point of view amongst NASA supporters that is rapidly gathering momentum that they would not like to be addressed by people who have not taken their oath of office. And what these NASA supporters are saying, if people are scared for their lives, if people no longer have government security, that is not an issue. That is a non-issue, because a very large percentage of NASA supporters risked their lives and turned up for the Raila Odinga swearing in on 30th of January. And so what NASA supporters are saying, they don't want to hear about people being scared for their lives. Indeed, overnight, the mechanics and the positioning politically within NASA has changed very dramatically. To NASA supporters, Mombasa Governor 001 Ali Hassan Joho is already the de facto number 2 to Raila. Another character whose political star has risen dramatically, indeed just over this weekend, is of course Miguna Miguna. If Miguna Miguna comes out of his incarceration alive, he'll come out as a hero. And in the people's eyes, NASA number 3. It would appear that Miguna Miguna is not only a very sharp legal mind, but also a very sharp political mind as well. In his last press conference, he openly provoked Jubilee. And in my view, they played right into his hands by arresting him so dramatically and by punishing him so dramatically. Refusing him medical attention, moving him from police station to police station, organizing for crowds to pay for his blood outside police stations. Miguna Miguna went into police cells as a self-proclaimed general. He will emerge as a true general in the eyes of the people. That is how politics plays out. And so this will really complicate His Excellency President Raila Odinga's efforts to form, to name his cabinet and form a government. Does he go with the hierarchy on paper, or does he go with the hierarchy in the minds of the people? Now, in my view, it is political prudence to go with the hierarchy on paper so as to keep the coalition together. However, this will put Raila Odinga under immense pressure from his supporters. But of course, not many people are paying attention to all these major shifts within NASA. Most of the focus of the people is on the battlefront with Jubilee. Now, in my view, this is one battle Jubilee cannot win. Okay? Now, I said in an earlier recording, I believe yesterday, that whoever was planning the Jubilee strategy, did not know what they were doing, still does not know what they're doing. And indeed, to the doubting Thomases, it's only a matter of time before their mistakes become very clear to everybody. Okay? Things that I've said on this channel in recent times, that people have rubbished, my response is very simple. Haieleweki, kitaeleweka. It is not understood now, but shortly it will be very clearly understood by everybody. Bila kizungu mingi, in politics, you cannot ignore the crowds. You cannot ignore the vast majority of people. You just can't. Now, Senator Moses Wetangula, at the funeral of the former vice president's wife, Mrs. Wamalwa, Mrs. Kijana Wamalwa, in Trans Nzoia, said something very interesting. He said that there was a man called Mobutu Sese Seko, who was once the leader of what is known today as the Democratic Republic of Congo, but then was known as Zaire. The people called for dialogue. Mobutu Sese Seko ignored them, rubbished their calls for dialogue. By the time Mobutu was changing his mind, the army of Laurent Kabila the late father of the current president of Congo, his army was in Kinshasa, They had virtually taken over the city. By the time now Mobutu was changing his mind and saying, okay, let's talk now. It was too late. Obviously, Senator Wetangula, just like Kalonzo Musyoka, see no other way out of this other than dialogue. But the vast majority of NASA supporters do not want to hear anything about dialogue. They want to take over government or secede. They don't have a third option. Now, this would be the perfect time for President Uhuru Kenyatta to change his mind and call for dialogue before it is too late. So Senator Wetangula was not wrong. He was correct. He was giving Jubilee actually the best option they have on the table right now. But of course, Jubilee don't see it that way. In Jubilee's view, Kifua will work. In Jubilee's view, they control all the state machinery, all the military, all the police, and therefore in Jubilee's view, they will win. Actually, they will not win. They won't win. No way, hawatashinda. Why? Well, the reason is simple, and I keep repeating this. You cannot go against the will of the vast majority of people. You can't. It has never been done. Really, what we have here is what kind of damage has to happen, before the inevitable negotiations happen. Or we end up with two different countries. That's really what it is. Now, this is very interesting because the vast majority of NASA principles are against secession. In fact, they are very much against any talk of secession. Raila Odinga himself is very much against secession. But what do the people say? The vast majority of Kenyans are in very strong support of secession, forming a completely different country, and leaving the current Jubilee government to run their own country with their own supporters in it. Now the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, is that secession is a very good emotional release for the vast majority of long-suffering Kenyans. However, it is not practical for now. Indeed, secession is not instant coffee. It normally takes years and years, to be able to accomplish, even when it is fast-tracked. But again, I am very fully aware that what I'm saying is against the view of the vast majority of Kenyans. And you see, you cannot, not even me, not even my views, can reign supreme over the feelings and views of the vast majority of Kenyans. That is the truth. And so if the Jubilee government does not hurry up and smell the coffee and wake up, they're going to find themselves where they do not want to go, in a situation whereby they are isolated as a Central Republic, landlocked, and the vast majority of the people of Kenya will say, no, bye, we're gone, divorce, upende uspende. And we have seen this historically. The vast majority of people, the crowds we saw at Uhuru Park, the feelings in the hearts of the vast majority of the people, that is very dangerous. They can force impossible things, even instant secession. Now the new tactic is NASA supporters are going to present themselves to the Central Police Station. This is expected to happen today, Monday, 5th February, or tomorrow at the very latest, They'll present themselves to the police station and ask to be arrested. These huge numbers, in NASA supporters are going to demand, that they be arrested as having been participated in the illegal meeting, the meeting that has now been classified by the government as illegal. Now anybody can see that as extremely dangerous, and this is really the state of the nation today in Kenya. We're in very, very dangerous waters. A very stubborn government that has huge legitimate issues is on one side, and on the other side, a very hostile public with people amongst it that are prepared to die. Now, if that is not a time bomb, I don't know what a time bomb is. Until next time, this is Kshs Kumekucha.